So today I'm sharing with you an old journal from 10 years ago. Can't believe 2015 is a decade ago. And it blows my mind to think of all the things that have happened. From shifting global politics to discord, ongoing wars, devastating hurricanes made even stronger by climate change, a global pandemic that changed us all, and the rise of AI in the post-truth era. All the things that we've been through. Yet, there's a deep ancestral voice calling us back to our roots, back to our past, to our common humanity. And that's what I was unknowingly tapping into in this journal right here. Let's dive right into it, shall we? And there's my son's dog, Chica. We call her Chicken. This is a journal that really served as a preliminary sketchbook for all the drawings that I did, the studies of characters, anatomy, and details, compositions for the paintings that I did for that year. I was working on a painting titled The Vessel, where you have this ship of migrants that were going through the whole ordeal of migrating through sea. And I was really interested in the pathos. Pathos is the Greek term for the suffering, the sense of empathy. It was really the human condition. Anyway, here we have some studies on pencil, colored pencils. I was using Faber-Castell pencils, Sakura Pigma Micron pens, and by having the brown paper as a middle tone ground, this allowed me to just explore the lights and the shades individually. This is just, for me, one of the best ways of exploring human anatomy through drawing, is having that middle ground, that brown paper. So I would recommend any of you that would be interested in getting one of these sketchbooks, getting a white colored pencil. Faber-Castells are the best. And getting not that many colors. Don't get distracted or carried away by using too many colors. Just a few basic ones. Sepia, sanguine, and white. That's it. And you start drawing and exploring the values of three-dimensionality that is possible by the medium itself, that the medium allows you to. My main interest is in human figure. It's been like that for many years already. But I'm also interested in ads and consumer culture and the effect of technology and all the things that are going around us and how that affects our perception of our own bodies, our own histories, and the world at large. Because more than ever today, we are being bombarded from every single direction with algorithms, AI, social media, the doom and gloom news cycle. And it's just perpetuating this constant detachment of ourselves with what makes us human. We are constantly distracted, and we are being dragged away from what makes us feel empathy. We are desensitized when we see images now, when we see videos, because there's so many deep fakes out there. There's so many, it's not just fake news, misinformation. Now it's fake images with the AI slop that's everywhere. So now that we are being plagued by this constant oversaturation of images and text that don't have anything to do with reality, that are detached from the real world, from the truth, let's say it. More than ever, we have to tap into our own spirituality, what we carry inside, the things that define us as human beings. I did a drawing of a tree because once in a while I like to sit at the park and do studies of trees. Here I have some preliminary studies of my next paintings that I did that year. There were many good paintings that year, by the way. I don't know if maybe I should share some of those in a future video. Let me know in the comments if you would be interested in seeing the paintings that came out of these drawings. Anyway, that's the journal. I hope you enjoy that. And now let's go into some fun stuff. Now I'm going to be doing a drawing inspired after the archetype or the major arcana of the tarot, the High Priestess. Why the High Priestess? Because I feel like that's the message that I got from this whole experience of doing this journal with this brown paper. This is related to the inner voice of dreams, being in silence, being inspired by this intuitive, motherly archetype that is all about empathy, creativity, and following your bliss. It's esoteric, it's insightful, and it's silent. And it's that kind of energy that I wanted to tap into in this drawing today. Because I feel like there's a lot to be learned from this deep act of introspection, trying to look deep within ourselves and reflect on the things that makes us human. Here are some of the tools that we're going to be using today. This is by far the best pencil that I've ever used and that I recommend. It's Stadler, made in Germany, 2B, Mars Lumograph, the best. And some Faber-Castell, also German-made, colored pencils. I'm using here Sanguine, Sepia, and White. We don't need much more than that. That's it. And here I have the setup. We're going to start doing this drawing. My new journal, because I finished the last one. I shared that in my previous video. This is a drawing journal for fall 2025. So I started on October 21st, 2025, and we'll see if we get to the end of the year. It has only like 40 pages, I think. And now that I come to think about it, that journal, I was deriving a lot of inspiration from that archetype, from the High Priestess, without knowing it, really. But a lot of images do evoke that oracle, like-minded type of feminine energy that is very lunar and very and it moves in a very subconscious, dreamlike wavelength. And there's a partial darkness, but also a luminosity to it, which I find quite appealing, quite fascinating to explore with the pencils. So this is just a perfect opportunity to explore the values using these pencils. And I am inspired by Spanish colonial art, by the Fayum portraits, and I wanted to keep that frontality there because I feel like the High Priestess is just looking straight at us. It's one of those images that just stays with me. When I look at the tarot, I'm not looking necessarily at a means of predicting the future. I remain a skeptic. I see tarot more as a means to knowing myself, as a creative tool of deep introspection. And here I'm working on the hair, adding some more expressive lines to it. I like to keep it a little loose. I'm just using that cup, that painting cup as a stencil for the circle. I used this gel pen, this green glowing gel pen. Didn't work out as I thought. I wanted to have this code, matrix-like code cascading as earrings from her ears, but it kind of doesn't show that much. You know, that sometimes happens. You have these experiments and you're curious to see how it works. With this kind of paper, it doesn't come out that much. It didn't really pop out as much as, let's say, if we had a black background. That's what these gel pens are meant for. But anyway, I went on with a white, trying to bring forward the figure, lighting up these lighted areas. And then I decided, why not do some hands here, because we have the space and the opportunity to have her hold either a tablet or a card. You decide which one it is. But I was like, okay, why not have it be a tablet? With that green gel pen, let's try and use that on there. So there you have it. It's my study of the High Priestess, trying to tap into that passive, silent, enigmatic, insightful, and mystical feminine energy. So right off the bat, I'm not quitting anytime soon. On the contrary, I'm doubling down. And I really thank you all for your support, your kind words. It means the world to me. Thank you. And I'm really, really moved and inspired to make more videos after reading that so many of you have been inspired after these videos to go back to drawing. That for me is the whole purpose of this channel. Seriously, what else can I ask? Just knowing that these videos can have that effect makes me want to keep making more videos. Because I really believe this is the best time to be an artist. I really believe it. Yes, there are some challenges. Yes, we're living in some tumultuous, precarious, and uncertain times. The world is changing rapidly, not just through technology, but socio-politically, economically. There are so many big questions in the air, and artists are in the middle of it all. So what do? We just make more art. And I really believe we are at the crossroads of entering into a new age, a new renaissance, if you will. Yes, technology presents a lot of challenges for us artists, but we have been here before. This is not the first time. We went through photography, we survived. We went through film, Photoshop, the internet. All these technological revolutions just enhanced and redefined the meaning and purpose of art. We just have to keep adapting, take advantage of these tools, use them wisely. Don't be driven by trends, but rather take the best of each thing that just shows up and use it for your own art, for your own voice, to enhance your own expression. Let me know in the comments if you like this kind of content and if you want to see more videos just like this one. And guess what? I'm just going to keep doing them anyway. As I said before, nothing's going to stop me. And no algorithm, or if the views are down, it doesn't matter. The views go up and down. You don't have to care about that. Same goes to all of you. Regardless of the opinions of anyone around you, you keep doing whatever your heart, your soul tells you to. If it's to make art, as long as you're not harming anyone, you're doing your thing, keep doing it. Keep making art. Don't stop. This is what keeps us alive. This is what keeps us grounded. This is what makes us human. Thank you very much for watching this video until the very end. If you like this video, make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.